Now, Taylor and Sabrina are presumably celebrating Sabrina's huge success today. Massive 6 Grammy nominations for Man's Best. Are you freaking kidding me, Taylor? Look at those. Those are gorgeous. I could never wear them. I would break an ankle.
This is a Taylor Swift news alert you don't want to miss. Check out everything that happened recently in this video.
Tight.
You gotta stay still, right? Stay still.
Hey, Taylor, this way. Taylor, this way.
But I didn't.
Light on, Papi. Same thing like before, just stay still. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, everyone.
Sorry.
Taylor Swift continues to be seen out in New York, this time with Sabrina Carpenter. It's Friday night and Sabrina was just seen out in New York looking gorgeous as always. Taylor is wearing these gigantic red heels, which of course make her tower over poor little tiny Sabrina. Taylor's wearing my favorite princess hairstyle again, and her nails seem to be sparkly orange or gold. Now, Taylor and Sabrina are presumably celebrating Sabrina's huge success today. Massive 6 Grammy nominations for Man's Best Friend, including Album of the Year. Surely something both of these women would want to celebrate. Man's Best Friend was also produced by Taylor's longtime friend, Jack Antonoff, who was nominated for a total of 7 Grammys today. We have not seen her out this much since before she announced the life of a showgirl. She's out and seen when she wants to be, and usually it means she might be up to something. And maybe being seen with Sabrina means that could be on stage with Sabrina, who knows? But I do know that I love she's continuing to do the plaid print like on the skirt. Always let me know your thoughts in the comments. Taylor Swift is out in New York City again tonight with none other than Miss Sabrina Carpenter. Oh my god. And I am intentionally covering Taylor's shoes right now because just wait for it. These are so good. Are you freaking kidding me, Taylor? Look at those. Those are gorgeous. I could never wear them. I would break an ankle. They are amazing. I don't know why, but they seem like shoes you would wear if you were hanging out with Sabrina Carpenter, which is actually funny because Sabrina is just wearing like a nice little heel and Taylor's like, nah. They are both looking adorable. Love her hair in this photo. I am feeling very spoiled with how much we have seen Taylor going out and about in New York right now. Just last night, we saw her out with Travis. Oh, and the night before that, we also saw her out with Travis. Look how stunning she looks in this picture. And then not too long ago, we saw her out with Gigi Hadid. And also, not too long ago, we saw her out with her longtime friend, Ashley. Like, girl is just having a time in New York right now, and I am here for it. As I find more pictures of Taylor out tonight with Sabrina, I will post them in my bulletin board, which is called Swift and Giggles. You can find it on my profile page.
Chartmaster's finally updated, and Taylor Swift is officially the best-selling female musician of all time, surpassing Madonna. She also entered the top 5 most consumed artists of all time with over 253 million album equivalent units. It is basically impossible to convey what a big deal this is. If you want to have a sense for how uncommon it is to break into these upper ranks, look at the artists around Taylor Swift. You will notice that none of her contemporaries are there. In fact, Taylor Swift is the only artist born after 1975 to be in the top 20 most consumed musicians ever. And that is because no matter how you try to measure this, no matter streaming, no matter the internet, it is much harder to move album units in the modern environment than it used to be. The list speaks for itself. Taylor Swift has accomplished this despite debuting in the 21st century. Most of her actual peers are as far back as the 80s, 90s, or even in the 100s on this list. Even though all of them use the exact same modern tactics that Taylor uses to sell albums. They're all on streaming, they all use album variants, and yet, again, Taylor Swift is alone here. Billboard has actually written about this phenomenon at length. It is for so many reasons. The music industry has simply changed so much. Streaming is never going to make up the album units that you earn from actually selling a one-for-one physical album back in the day. Monoculture is also completely dead. Everyone listens to their own niche interest. Taylor Swift is like literally the only piece of monoculture we still have left, and she managed to pull that off even after everything else had stopped. Artists like the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Elvis, Queen, and Madonna also ran up tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of units with things like greatest hits albums, which are rendered utterly obsolete by streaming. You will notice that Taylor Swift has never released a greatest hits album. That's because it doesn't really make sense. You can just make a greatest hits of Taylor Swift playlist on Spotify. Huge congratulations is in order for Taylor Swift. Again, look at the artists around her on this list. It's also completely crazy that Taylor is still currently the biggest and most successful artist in the world by a huge margin, mind you. When she is breaking this record, who knows how high she is going to climb. I mean, look at this. This list has literally been impenetrable by any artist that debuted after the 1990s, and Taylor really conceivably will pass Michael Jackson. I mean, at this point, that is almost guaranteed. So it will probably take at least 5 to 10 years. The real question is, can she surpass the Beatles, which will be quite a bit harder. But if anyone can do it, and she's doing it when none of her peers can even crack the top 15, like talent.
I was kind of shocked myself because I always think of Taylor Swift to be this little girl who used to write songs about fairy tale princesses and whatever. And there she is, looking like a showgirl. She borrowed those clothes from the casino in Las Vegas. And the show had closed. And the stylist went there and they talked him through it. And, well, it's just kind of exciting when you do something and you like it. And then, 30 years later, we pull it out of the vault. And people look at it and go, oh, I get it now. And it's just amazing. Performers that love putting these clothes on. It's from another time, another era. And yet it looks so modern and so really sexy for today.
So in light of all of the Grammy nominations Sabrina received yesterday, it makes perfect sense that Taylor would be out with her celebrating, because she is that kind of a great friend. But I'm also side-eyeing all the sudden activity now that some of the Swift TikTokers bring it up. Maybe something is up, or maybe not. Nevertheless, I'm sure fans are happy to see her enjoying her time with friends and Trav. And speaking of Tay's date nights with Trav this week, check out the update if you missed it in the next video.